This is NBC6 South Florida Today.
Welcome back, everybody. Our studio has been transformed thanks to Alhambra Antiques. It is the heart and soul of a local couple who had a knack for combining something old with something new. And joining me now is Olga Granda-Scott. Hi, Olga.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you. You're the key to what you do is, I guess you try to prove to people that antique doesn't have to mean old looking, it doesn't have to mean dark or heavy.
Right.
It can be bright and sunshiny as well.
Right. It doesn't have to mean falling apart. It can mean practical and useful, and it can add charm and character to your household.
Actually, when I saw this being set up, I didn't realize they were antiques. Just looked like nice furniture.
Right.
And also, the reason that people buy antique furnishings are not just to look at, obviously.
No, they also have generally more value and retain their value over the course of the years, and it's nice to know that, you know, something's been around 100, 150, sometimes 200 years, and that makes it more special to own.
All right, talk to me about what we're sitting on.
We're sitting on some Louis XVI style bergères. Bergères,
okay.
Which means they're armchairs, but they don't have an open side, and that's when they're called bergères as opposed to armchairs.
What I'd like to get is a shot of the arm, right? The end of one of the arms. Now you can see that on all of these. There's paint missing.
Feature.
There's paint missing, but
yes.
you purposely do not refurbish that.
No. It's kind of what we call the distressed look. So it does reveal its age, but we believe that reveals character and the fact that it is 100 years old. But they're still sturdy. They're still functional. It's just a little age.
I guess they don't make them like they used to?
No.
100 years old.
Oh yeah, over 100 years old.
Some of our 4-year-old chairs are broken here already.
What
about the table?
The table is what's considered Louis Philippe style, which is about 1840 in France, and it's tilt top, so if perhaps you have a small area and you don't really have space for a table this big, you can have it off to the side and then bring it out for guests. And it's a central pedestal that's turned wood, and it's walnut. And
how old are the flowers?
The flowers I just got yesterday.
This is a crown. What's this doing here?
This is a crown or a corona, and they originally came from saint statues in Europe. So this would have probably been on a statue of a Madonna, but they're just beautiful decorative pieces. They kind of add a bit of whimsy to a decor, a little bit of sparkle.
Now, are any of the things that we're sitting on or looking at today affordable for an average person? Sure.
Antiques are generally the same prices as high-end, good quality new furniture. You know, perhaps a lamp like this, which is actually an antique urn that we've turned into a lamp, would be $600 for the lamp. The table is $1,500, which is, I mean, yes, it's on the higher end, but
right.
But if you go to a new design company, maybe like a Roche-Beaubois or Ligne Rosé, you're going to get comparable, if not higher, prices.
All right, the wooden ducks fascinate me.
The wooden ducks are really fun, and these are $95 each, so not a lot of money. And they're antique decoys. They're the actual decoys that hunters would use to stick in the ground and hope that real ducks would be attracted to them. And they have been left outside, so they kind of have this mossy look to them, but makes it just something different.
Now, would there be someone who would be interested in taking, for example, the ducks and refurbishing them and giving them a fresh coat of paint? Or would that reduce the value that they have?
It would probably reduce the value. I would say it would reduce the charm that it has. You know, if you want something that looks new, I would say buy it new. Don't buy it old and refurbish it.
All right. Finally, is the pièce de résistance.
Yes, the pièce de résistance. The chandelier is from Italy, from northern Italy, and it's a mixture of, you know, the center post is wood, the arms are iron, and then it has crystal garlands, and it's from about 1880. And this one hasn't been rewired yet because it actually just came off our container this week. But normally we would have it rewired so that you can hang it in your home.
And UL certified, of course.
Of course, with a sticker. And lighting is something that can really change a room. I think that it's a pretty important feature in design. You can have completely modern furniture and then hang a chandelier like this, and it makes the oomph factor, you know, the wow factor.
All right, give me the oomph and the wow factor on this. Lay it on me. How much is the chandelier?
A chandelier like this, which is rare and particularly special, would be about $9,500.
All right. Thank you very much, Olga. Thanks for doing this, and good luck.
Thank you.